to Mary's Eclectic Interests. What I'm going to be doing today is giving a facelift to this poor little wreath. And you'll notice that this whole thing is all crushed and everything. It's after Christmas. So after Christmas, so many things go on sale for, oh, quite a percentage off. This was on sale for 70% off. And it came with some little matching bows. So let's get going. Let's see how this is going to go here. Now I have a little bit of, I have a wire cutter here, but I'm going to try not to have to use that because I want to use the wire. That's all. Ah, I see where it's wrapped around. It's wrapped around. There we go. This is going to be my new ribbon. And I don't like to throw things out unless I have to, until they get so bad that there's just, I just don't want to keep it because it gets to the point where you have to toss. But otherwise, everything else on here is really nice. Now there's a green wire that's that's underneath here that I'm trying to drape this into and twist this around. And all of these are going to come out. You'll see I'm going to take this one out right here. Again, there's a wire in there. Nope, this one is, yep, it's wired. But I'm going to cut this one with my little wire cutters. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. There it goes. And I'm leaving all these pine cones because I like the pine cones. I cut that wire and see, that was connected to another wire. That's why I didn't want to remove those. But let's see what happens. I do have some picture wire here, and it's black, so it should blend in quite well. And if I could find the end, there's an end. And this picture wire, you can actually cut this with a scissors. It's actually, I might have to go get a scissors. There it goes. But since I have the little wire cutter, I'll use that. What I want is I want to keep this pine cone in here, so I'm going to drape it underneath this branch. And rewire this so it all stays together. Okay, so that's on there pretty darn good. And then I'm going to take this bow, and it already has, there's a little, this is a wire type thing that you can drape around. And I want it below there. I want the pine cone to show. That's basically what I'm doing. And where is, here it is. Okay, and I'm going to cut this wire down. And try not to get my fingers in there. Now I don't really like the fact that this is as long as it is, and I may be trimming this portion down later on because it is quite lengthy. And now I'm going to do the same thing on this side with this one. And I'm going to be forced to cut this again. There we go. And again, I'm going to take this black picture wire, get back underneath and rewire that in. Ah, there it is. Now I can feel it. And again, I'm going to rewire in the pine cone and the little berries. I'm just doing it a couple of twists, and I'm sticking it down in there. I want another one of these bows. Maybe I have to go underneath. Come on, get in there. There we go. Whoops, I had it. There we go. And I do want this under here. And then I'm going to pop that in. There, that's a little tighter. So what am I going to do with the rest of this? Well, I could put in a bow down here. And I think another bow would go nice right in here. And that would complement. And you can tell I'm not really, as people know that watch my show, I'm not real fastidious. I'm not going to sit here and measure and, oh no, this, that, whatever. I'm just going to throw it in and try and get it to go where, if I could find the other one. There we go. And then stuff that in there. And then I'm going to put this one over here. Now I wish, and I'm just going down and grabbing, like some of the actual pretend evergreen that's here and trying to wrap it around one of these. As tight as I can. And hiding the red. Pretty darn close. So you're wondering what else I planned for this. I've had these Christmas ornaments for I don't know how long. So let's see if I can get these out of here. They're really, really cute. There's a little sheep. And a snow person. Oh, and I think if I set this up, he's going to fall. So that's Santa. And then there's the Christmas tree. And let's just do this. We'll put the little sheep so it's looking inward. Below here, and we'll put the snow person right there. All right, let's start with those two. Let's start with the two I know I have an idea. This has to come off because I'm going to need wire. Now this would work great if you were putting it on a tree, but I'm not putting it on a tree. See, there it goes. And here's my wire. Oops, I said I could cut this with a scissors. There we go. And let's see if I can get this little sheep to go right in here. There's a little I know where I want it. I know where I want it to go. This wire's bending. What? You know what? Let's go with a longer wire. There. then I could just go underneath and then it'll pull through. There we go. Just go underneath the wreath and come out. And if it shows on the back, it's okay because you're not going to see that portion anyway. Then I'm going to twist it around a couple of times and pull it. And I'm going to pull it some more so I can get it tight in there. There we go. I think that'll work. Now I can drape it through the hole. I'm going to bring this up here. And then cut enough to bring it underneath. I'm going to be very sad when this wire is gone because I really like this picture wire. Now let's see if I can get the snow person over here. Now that's the middle. Now this snow person's going to be down further, unless I could find, and again I'm going to cut this off. And okay, he's going to have to go up here. I have, okay, right about, this little snow person is so much bigger than the lamb. So it's not going to be equal on both sides. That's all there is to it. Again, I'm going to take this off. Just bring it all the way around. Tie it tight. And twist the wire around a few times. Bring it over here. Get that out of here. I also have all these miniature ornaments from what they call the small trees or miniature trees. And I thought about putting those on there, but there were so many, and I go, no, I think I'd rather do something a little simpler. And I'm going to twist that down. Now, let's see what I can, as I said, this is really kind of driving me nuts. So let's get this cut down a little bit. See how long these are? So all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut here like this and then back down like that. And this will lay a lot better. Because there's just so much of this. That's a little bit better. I'm thinking of actually going and having these two even shorter, maybe way up here. And then I'm going to just cut these just a little bit shorter. Oops. I need this more of an angle here. There we go. And if I do it wrong, I guess I'll be down at the craft store hoping I can get another ribbon just like this. There, that lays so much better. I think Santa's going to be down at the bottom. Just because he's red and he'll look better against the green and not the red bow. There. Oops. Again, I'm just going around the whole thing. And I'm trying to get this a little bit more in the middle. I'm trying to do it tight. And this little guy, that one there is going to be in my way, isn't it? There. There, I'm going to see if I can keep that one little pretend branch, fake branch, out of my way. And then I'm going to put Santa, or St. Nicholas, whoever you want to say it is, right there. And last but not least, we have the Christmas tree. Now this is going to be interesting because I have a feeling I'm going to have it coming down from the bow and not around the wreath. There. Here we go. I would like to have the tree right in the middle of the bow. I'm not sure if I can do that, but I'm going to give it a shot. If I get this underneath here and bring this up real tight, I'll see when I did that, this gave way. So what I'm going to do is go back. I'm going to take the whole bow and come around and force that in and up so it's a little more stable. And I might have to get a different, and I keep pushing on that wire to get it in here a little bit better. There we go. And then let's see if I can, sadly I don't have the other end of the wire anymore. So let's see if we can improvise this. I want to go underneath. What I'm trying to do is get underneath here. There's that wire there. Get underneath there and drape this through. And see if I can get this really tight here. Okay, let's see what I can do with the tree. And here's the tree. And now I'm going to have to try and get underneath that wire again because I don't have two pieces of wire. And it's getting there. It's getting there. And I'm going to drape it one more time. Oops, let's see if I can get that over here. Get within my camera range here. And then I'm going to go through into the back. I'm hoping I'm going to get it through the back. There. Come on, I can feel it. I just can't grab it. There we go. Now I have it through the back, and I'm going to put it through the black back wire also. And I'm bringing it around several times. And I'm actually going to do a knot back here. This wire is so pliable, I can do a knot with it and bring it up tight, just like you would do with a piece of string. Now I'll get this all done, and guess what? Something will be wrong with the front, and I'll have to get it all undone. I have one more thing I have to do. I have these lights, and these lights are battery operated. My hanger kind of maneuvered into the wrong spot. Aha, there it goes. I hope. Yep, there it goes. And what I want is this to be twisted. And this is the hanger portion. Okay, now it's even. Now here's something else that I picked up at the craft store along with the ribbons. And I found one of these. And this top comes off. Supposedly, you push in this middle piece here and it comes out. And part of that kit were the little lamb and the little, you know, the little Christmas tree and the little snowman and all of those. There was a little book that came with it. Just a little memory book that whoever created that package put together. So let's see what I can do with this, and who knows what else. First of all, I'm going to have to get some of this in there. I thought about putting some of that fake snow in there. Then I was worried if the top ever came off, I'd end up with all that horrible snow all over the living room and everywhere else in the house, and I didn't want to deal with it. Okay, so I'm just putting in a little bit of this straw. Then this is going to be the hard part. Can I get this in there and get it to unfold? That's going to be the hardest part. And maybe it's not going to fit in here at all. It may be way too big. And then we go to, yes, plan B. Yes, there's always a plan B, C, D, and E. And why is that? It's because I'm not one of these people that makes something, has everything set out and I tried this beforehand. I'm just ad-libbing. That might do it. And I think I should have taken this. Let's put that in later. Let's grab that all out. Let's put this in first. Aha! There. Okay, step one is done. And I'm not going to glue this, because if I ever want it out of there and do something else with it. And then I'm just going to put all of this in behind it. To hold it in place. Now I'm showing you this, and what I'm doing is because actually you could put a family photo in there and hang it on the tree, or some other something else that you have as a memory of Christmas. But I think that's what it's for, is to put a photo in. And this is the photo I'm going to use just as my sample. Well, get in here. I'm telling you, it doesn't, the last portions of it. There. Now, if you don't have a straw, you can use just about anything else. And if you were putting something in here that you were worried about popping out, you could always glue the top down. So this is basically it. This is all I'm doing with this. There. So what am I going to hang it with? Well, as I said, this kit came with ribbon. Here's one. It even has little jingles on it. Some little tiny jingles. I'm just going to rip this here so I can take the whole thing off. We'll get this out of here. And let's get my straw out here. Now you don't need this much to hang it from a tree, but you might want to hang it from somewhere else too. What I planned on doing is hanging it from some draperies, in the middle of some draperies, and just have it hanging down like this. And so I want to keep this rather long. So I'm just going to tie it, just do it here, and then hang it from a drapery rod. And I'll just use a little, one of those hangers that you use for Christmas ornaments. I'll just do that like that, and it'll hang down like this and add a little extra to my Christmas decorations. So something simple, and maybe I'll put it by the wreath. Maybe I'll even dangle it between the wreath. I wonder how that would work. And that's all. But as I said, most people would put a photo in here. And this is just a quick and simple way of doing that.